Grand Rising family, happy Tuesday. So, yesterday, Pluto went direct in Aquarius. So, everything here after a long cycle of going within, the internal transformation, doing some shadow work, now it's time that we apply everything that we've learned. There's going to be movement now. So that's good news. This is a very big transit. For everyone involved, especially the collective. So let's just see what the message is today, fam. Let me know in the comments how you guys are feeling, how you're doing. I see here, I split the deck to resting, recharging, meditating, giving yourself some self-care, surrendering here. Your body needs it. Your body is telling you what you need. There you are, as above, so below. There's Aquarius energy. Thank you all so much for being here, fam. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, donating to the channel, sending decks, scheduling readings with me. The information will be in the description box below. I'm available Mondays only. This is a general reading, okay? Not a personal, so please take only what resonates. It's not going to resonate for all of you. Leave the rest for others. Place yourself where you go. Use your discernment and your intuition. All right, let's go. Let's get started for Aquarius. What's the message for Aquarius spirit for today, please? What's the message for Aquarius? It's timeless, so I'm saying today this message will resonate whenever the message finds you. If you're drawn to this reading, there's got to be something in here for you. All right, Pam, what's the message, spirit, for Aquarius for today? Oh, beautiful. I love that. Temperance. Temperance is one of my favorite cards. We have Two of Cups there. So soulmate alignment. Okay, coming into this is exactly when we're in this beautiful energy of patience, of harmony, of stillness, of balance, self-care, self-love, the yin yang, right? When we're in this beautiful, centered, harmonious, detached state, that's when, we're one step closer to the physical union here with a soulmate, okay? So the Wheel of Fortune is turning. So decisions here are being made. We already have 2 twos. Decisions here are being made, okay, at this time, because the wheel is turning. And that's the thing. It's like I'm seeing this two of swords. It's a different 2 of swords, and it's like this person is blindfolded, but they're still hitting the mark. They're still hitting the mark. So there is no wrong choice here at this time, because it'll all lead us exactly to where we're meant to be. Exactly. I'm hearing it. No wrong choice. First of all, this person, even blindfolded, they have been working on strengthening their gifts, their intuition. This is you, for a while now. So it's like you can't get it wrong, right? Not to mention, there are 2 spirit animals here guiding you even with your eyes closed. It's like, when people say, I can do this with my eyes closed. Now you can do it with your eyes closed and still hit the mark, okay? Somebody is that gifted, somebody is that talented, their intuition is that strong. I'm also getting, you don't see this coming, but you can feel it, okay? So temperance, I love it. You're tempering yourself, you're moderating yourself, having more patience, being more at peace, serenity. Some of you guys could be doing yoga. Some of you guys could be learning yoga to be yoga structure, I can't say that word. Some of you guys are changing your diet, okay? You're not letting temptation or distractions, everything in moderation, right? What else? Sagittarius season could be significant. Number 5 here, 14, number 5. What else here for Aquarius for today? This energy feels serene, peaceful, because you're peaceful. So I'm feeling peace in the energy. We have a King of Cups there at the bottom of the deck, watching. Wow, okay. So another major arcana, the Hanged Man, Pisces energy, number 3. You could be seeing 333, 555, 444, 222 at this time. So again, you're just really leaning into the pause, okay? Surrendering to it, feels like. It's like during this pause, this suspension, things being up in limbo, and you coming into this harmony, this balance, you are able to see things clearly, to for perspective, right? To shift and change. So it's like you're working with the pause, you know. We saw the Four of Swords. It's like complete surrender. It's like you're really capitalizing or utilizing this pause for your best and highest good by going within and you know, reflecting, introspecting, doing the work, um, you know, trying to come back to self, to center here is what I'm getting. So it's like you're trusting. There's a lot of alignment. There's a lot of trust. You're trusting the pauses, the delays, the detours. You understand that it's for a reason, because there are people here that are still healing in the collective. It could be your significant other. Okay. So there is another round of, you know, awakening, right? That's taking place for some, because we go through more than one in this lifetime. I'm also getting this was the energy while Pluto was retrograde, right? The pause for shadow work. And there was a lot of shadow work done during this Pluto retrograde in the collective. We have one more. Four of Pentacles there. Saving, keeping more, again, keeping more to yourself, minding your business, you know, protecting what you built. This is keeping a lot to yourself, keeping your cards close to yourself. If you're a public figure or you're in the public eye, you are private, even though you're in the public eye, is what I'm getting here. Okay, you don't, you know, share too much. Only what you're guided to share when it comes to sharing your stories and your experiences here, okay? But there is a shift here, a transformation that has taken place within you as far as a lot of self-care, a lot of self-focus, you know, self-preservation, you know, protecting what you've built, building a strong and solid foundation. So yeah, turning your pain into purpose and power. Wow, let's clarify. So, because you've learned, right? This is an energy of I've learned. You've gained a whole new perspective about a lot of things here with the Hanged Man. Clarify Temperance. Ace of Swords. Yeah, clarity. You got clarity. That's what happens when you come into harmony and balance and into alignment. You get downloads, you get breakthroughs, epiphanies, realizations, okay? So look at this beautiful energy of freedom, liberation here. You're feeling more peace, more balanced within. There's a good balance between the masculine and the feminine within you as well. That's a really beautiful feeling of liberation. No more carrying this heaviness. The heaviness is lifting from you. Ace of Swords, could be communication coming in as well. Clarify the Temperance one more time. Yeah, this is coming into, like I said, coming into calming down, taking control of your thoughts, clearing your thoughts. Remember the angel of, this is the Temperance is one of the angels. They say it's Archangel Michael. I like to look at Temperance as Archangel Raguel because that's the angel of balance, harmony, you know, peace and conflict resolution and things like that. But If this was you here, I feel like I'm going to clarify. It feels like if this was you, this is what you're alchemizing. This is alchemy, okay? Transmuting energy. Calling upon the angels, the angel of mental force, mental calm, to that helps you to to take control of your thoughts and battle any kind of depression or anything like that. If this is not you, this is somebody in your energy that wants to talk to you, okay? Wants to talk to you. Yeah, but you're like I said, freeing yourself here from any kind of noise, distractions, drama. It's the end of that. People are talking about it behind your back. They could be gossiping. People, that you once knew, that you're releasing here, that you're no longer, participating in their 3D mess that they got going on there, right? This is you to yourself. You probably analyze the shit out of a situation here in the Nine of Swords, and until Aquarius says this is what we do. We don't come up for air until we have the answers. And then now you can integrate, transmute, alchemize. I'm going to clarify though, because I'm not sure if this is you yet. But if it was you once upon a time, that's being transmuted. You're taking control of these thoughts, transmuting fear into love, lack into abundance, okay? Clearing trauma. It's like you sat there for as long as you needed to go through every single one of these swords until the sun came up and you got the clarity here. If this is you, clarify the Hanged Man. Death, Scorpio energy. Pluto, like I said, Pluto. You went through the death process so that you could have been, when Pluto was retrograde, it's very much that butterfly being in the chrysalis, right? Very gooey. and that's what I feel like you were going through, this transformation here, this internal transformation. It's Five of Cups there, another Scorpio card. Again, going dissecting it all. And now it's like your rebirth. Now, but again, you're coming out slowly, maybe, still very guarded and protective over very fragile, learning to walk, in new energy after this period of incubation, gestation period. This really does, the way that this Hanged Man is hanging really does remind me of the butterfly in the chrysalis going through the death process, the shedding of the old, right? Death and rebirth. So, but I'm also getting that this period of pause is coming to an end. Death card. One more for this Hanged Man. We have the Page of Swords coming out, coming out of the cocoon, just learning how to walk. I heard, you know, with a new perspective, right? This is not you. I feel like there's a mirroring here, is what I'm getting. Because there's a merging, there's some kind of soulmate alignment. The Temperance also represents twin flames, and it represents reconciliation, mending, the angel of harmony and peace there. So I'm getting here, if this is somebody here outside of you, you were both put on this, a pause here, right? If there's somebody outside of you, they have been going through a transformation like you. And it's like if they've been watching you here with the Page of Swords, they have been gaining some kind of new perspective about you, okay? About the situation, about themselves. They're learning. It's like beginner's mind here with all these books and this child. But this is also somebody that's has trust issues, okay? Again, it's very fragile when it's the birth time. The being in the cocoon is not easy. This is an uncomfortable energy, but so is when you finally go through the rebirth. That's also an adjustment period. That's also a process. It's all a process, right? That we need to be patient about here. So we're being prepared for something big, for a manifestation to come in. All right, we're going to get more on this, but I want to just see what else we got. So somebody here that's been going through some changes internally is now expanding their consciousness, expanding their mind, learning new things here with these books, gaining a new perspective. Somebody also wanting to talk. Yeah, again, especially with this Ace of Swords, I'm seeing things more clearly. Clarify, it's like somebody was put in a universal timeout until they surrender. The Hanged Man's a card of surrender, stuck, unable to move until we gain the clarity we need to gain here. Surrendering to this transformation. Four of Pentacles, please, Spirit. We have the Ace that flipped in reverse, the Ace of Swords in reverse. Not taking any action because we're still in this cocoon here. We're still, in this introspecting energy here. There's still some fear, some guarded energy. One more for the Four of Pentacles, King of Cups, Scorpio energy again. So watching and not really, very passively, not really answering the call to action. So this is looking like this might be a missed opportunity here for this person. Of course, aces are opportunities. Holding back in fear and watching. That's what I'm getting. So this may not be your energy. Tell me about this Nine of Swords. If it was, it's not anymore. Yeah, like I said, this is the offer that it's not your energy. This is somebody here that is very anxious and stressed out, restless over some kind of communication, over the clarity that they got as well, over some kind of communication an apology that they want to make. Again, restless and anxious. And this person is needing to change their perspective. Because these negative thoughts can also become a self-fulfilling prophecy. We manifest from both ends of the spectrum. Positive thinking, high vibration, as well as from our fears. People manifest their worst fears because of their unable to take control of their thoughts. So we have a Page of Cups. Everybody wanting to reach out, feeling super burdened here. This is an unfinished business from a runner that was in denial, self-deception here. But I'm getting you don't trust this person because of the past. Let's see. Page of Cups. This person is coming in Page energy. Shy, timid, still unable to fully express themselves. Page of Cups. This person has deep feelings and deep emotions that are not expressed. They keep it hidden. They keep it a secret. Very plutonic energy. The Lord of the Underworld. I'm also getting this person is not letting you go with the Four of Pentacles here, but also not taking any action. So, strange energy. Page of Cups. I'm going to talk about this King of Cups some more. Page of Cups. It's this person's wish here, okay, to take a leap of faith and come forward towards the queen of cups, queen of wands. You're in a beautiful, harmonious, balanced temperance with the dark and the light feminine energy, totally embodied and integrated. You're an empowered empath. You're still soft and gentle and nurturing and loving and caring and, sweet and all of that, but you're still extremely strong. So I'm getting that this person feels you're out of their league here. You're extremely strong and powerful and confident. You're a leader. You lead, but you lead with your heart. You're in a very powerful energy right now. So this is how this person sees you, in self-love energy, completely content and satisfied in your life, fulfilled and emotionally detached, or emotionally content and emotionally independent. So they're coming here behind you. That's why it's like you're in different energy than when they left you. You're not in the same place energetically. During this pause, you were busy doing work on yourself, studying, going to school, working out, changing some habits, breaking patterns, breaking cycles, clearing trauma from your body, going through the evolution, the ascension, the transformation, surrendering to it, and doing the actual inner and outer work on yourself. And now you're feeling really good in your life and really good in your energy. And now this person wants to come in here because they're seeing you differently. They're seeing things differently here. This person is lacking passion in their life. It's like a momentum came in for this person, or will come in for this person to take action, to seize the moment, to seize the opportunity. Let's see. This is their dream. This is their wish, is to be back in your life. They want to apologize to you. You've been so busy focusing on yourself, investing into yourself here. You've grown so much. Clarify death for this hanged man here. The star. Wow. That's your energy, Aquarius. So this is how this person sees you. This is a spiritual connection, by the way. This is what you have been doing. Extremely spiritual connection with the star card being here with the death card. So now we have both Aquarius and Scorpio here. We have another Scorpio card. 6 of Cups. So there's somebody from your past that wants to heal with you here. Feels like someone's faith is being restored as well. They're feeling hopeful. Okay, they see you as extremely rare. Again, this person sees you differently. Now, they see you as unique and rare, but they also see you at a distance, unable to reach you because you can't really touch the star. Very rare, very exclusive, very elusive as well. And they see you as magical and mystical. This could also be you going through this beautiful transformation, as within, so without, as above, so below, right? Ending things and rising into your higher self in your true element here. But again, this person wants, the star represents the ending of difficult times. It comes after the tower. Dreams coming true. Tell me about the star with death. It's huge transformation for your energy. Yeah, done a lot of inner work, a lot of analyzing, a lot of gaining a lot of wisdom, maturing here, spending a lot of time alone, introspecting, soul searching, self-reflecting. I'm getting this person has been really watching you closely, analyzing you. Okay. Now they're seeing you for who you really are, where they weren't seeing you before in this light. Okay. But here has gained a lot of wisdom, has learned a lot as well through the Hermit. You could be someone's guide. You don't have a problem being alone. You enjoy it. Again, space and time. You're space and time. I see the owl there for a lot of wisdom. Spending a lot of time in the cocoon, spending a lot of time doing shadow work. Again, with the shadow work and Pluto there. So this, again, this could be this situation that has been in separation. The hermit is somebody that's alone, single and alone, spending time with themselves, meditating, could be seeking counsel as well, a mentor. But this is you rising here. Like I said, this person could be watching. You could be the guide for others, and this person is watching you. Page of Swords, wanting to talk. This is delayed communication. Getting the information to break themselves, to cut. This is the sword to cut. You know what's interesting is that the Hanged Man is holding the key in their hand. See that? So the key to the locks. Everybody has a lot of regrets, I heard. A lot of regrets. It's like it's time for us to come out of the cocoon now for both, because if, the stars are aligning. If you're in alignment here with the universe, which you are, with this transit, with Pluto going direct, it's like you're ready to emerge out of the cocoon. You're, again, like I said, a guide spreading consciousness, pouring consciousness into the planet, into the collective, just by being you here. But there's a huge dream and wish that's coming true. Clarify the Page of Swords. Yeah, this is somebody that said there was a lot of regrets. This is somebody that has a lot of regrets. A lot of regrets. And this is why the pause, because somebody needed to shift their focus, change their focus, shift their perspective, stop focusing so much on the past that you can't change or you can't control. Forgiving oneself. There's two cups still standing here. It's like you really do inspire somebody here. You inspire somebody. I'm going to get more information on this King of Cups with this oracle as well. So the Page of Swords is somebody that the reason why they do so much watching, so much research, so much is because they struggle with trust. They have trust issues, But after what this person has been watching and what they're learning and what they're seeing, it's pushing them further into regret, you know? It's like I can't it's like they can't face you. There's shame and embarrassment. This is sacral chakra imbalance here with the 5 of Cups. Cups is water. Water is sacral. That's feminine energy. This person is watching you rise like a star, a rising star from all of the this was not overnight. This took a lot of time, a lot of work, a lot of being mindful, a lot of discernment, a lot of boundaries, a lot of protection energy for yourself, a lot of discipline, commitment, devotion, self-control, temperance. Very Saturn, right? What else can you tell me about this Five of Cups? The Lovers, yeah, made the wrong choice. But the point of this connection is for all of this transformation and healing and evolution that's taking place. This person made the wrong choice. The Lovers represents the choice, and that's what clarified the Five of Cups, regretting the choices that they made when it comes to this deep, spiritual, twin flame, divine, sacred connection. True love, true love. They're seeing things clearly now. They're also missing you. This probably is this King of Cups here. Water sign. They really want to come towards you. Eight of Wands with the Empress. They want to talk. Page of Pentacles. That's the plan. It's like there was this post that I posted on Instagram yesterday. I keep going back to it's kind of reminding me of that. The healthier you get, so the more that this person heals and awakens, right? And things become more clear, the more self-forgiveness, okay? It's like the more you heal, the more clear you get on what you see. And there are some things you just can't unsee. The healthier you get, the more clear dysfunction becomes. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. The veil is lifted. As your nervous system heals, so does your perception. Right there. Someone's healing here, and their perception has changed. When your body leaves survival mode, which is why we feel so much peace now, right? The Temperance. You start to see people more clearly. You notice things you couldn't see before. Their patterns, their defenses, their emotional immaturity. You're able to observe instead of absorb. Awareness brings grief. Five of Cups. Awareness brings grief before peace. Seeing more clearly doesn't always feel good. At first, it can feel destabilizing. You start realizing how much dysfunction you tolerated, and the truth is, some relationships will fall away. One of the clearest signs of healing is accepting that some people may never grow. They may never take responsibility. It feels like this person wants to take responsibility. They may never acknowledge their impact. You may never get the apology you deserved, and you may never see their behavior change. Death represents change. And healing is accepting that reality and potential are two different things. This is where the forgiveness comes for this person. I feel like you've already been doing the self-forgiveness work. Forgive yourself for what you tolerated while living in survival mode. Forgive yourself for trying to build a relationship with someone disconnected from themselves. Forgive yourself for staying where your nervous system was begging you to leave. Because we can't shame our way into healing. This person has a lot of shame that they're carrying. As you heal, your body begins to speak more loudly about who should have less access to you. Right here, Four of Pentacles. You notice who feels safe to be around and who drains your energy. You stop abandoning yourself to keep the peace. Surface relationships will no longer feel satisfying. You'll crave depth, especially the more you go within here. The deeper you go, people can only meet you as deeply as they have met themselves. The deeper you go, the higher you rise. Okay? And the truth is, you'll crave depth, honesty, and emotional safety. And the truth is, once your nervous system knows the difference, you can't go back to sleep. The veil is lifted. So it's like you're just really finding peace being on your own because you've refused to settle. You've done so much work on yourself here, okay? And that's the truth. That's the truth here. There's a lot of transmuting of the energy here. We have cards of alchemy. And then we have this union that's taken place spiritually. Can I have one on this Ace of Wands in reverse? Ace of Pentacles. The opportunity is, the Ace of Pentacles takes a long time to manifest sometimes, but it's like the opportunity is presenting itself. The opportunity has presented itself here, okay? But the Ace of Wands in reverse is like no one's taking the action towards it because of running, of fear, Nine of Wands, of carrying, there's baggage. Ace of Pentacles. We're still in the process of crossroads, of trying to make a decision. This Ace of Pentacles will eventually turn reverse if we don't take the action towards it. Two of Pentacles. So one's guarded and holding back from the call, not answering the call of their soul. And this is somebody here that is very intuitive. So it's like they're not trusting themselves. They're struggling to know the difference between trauma and fear and intuition. Okay. Not listening to their higher. Let me clarify this person. That's because, again, we can't really get our messages when our heart's blocked, when our heart's closed, when our heart's fogged. We can't see clearly. But this person is at a crossroads, being guided to step out of their comfort zone. They have the vision, they have the plan, they set the intention, but they have the world in their hands, but they haven't taken the steps to claim this pentacle, to offer the pentacle. Aces are opportunities. Clarify this, King. It's like this person doesn't believe in themselves enough, doesn't have the confidence. They're still struggling with outdated beliefs, limitations, fears, control issues. Clarify this, King of Cups. They're still holding back and watching, feeling this shame. But again, there's a reason for this pause. There's a reason for the cocoon. King of Cups. Clarify this, King of Cups. Somebody from your past that you have memories with, past life connection as well. They miss you. They want to reconcile. They want to work on this. They want to rebuild the trust from the bottom up. Again, this is a card of patience. They could be watching you work. Yeah, this is what they're manifesting. They're afraid of rejection. They're manifesting this, though. They're manifesting you. They're manifesting their way back. They want to offer you this cup, but you look too good, too happy, too peaceful, too independent, So sometimes they get in their head about maybe you're just better off without them because they're conflicted about whether or not they have what it takes to meet your expectations, to meet your needs, if they are capable and able. There's a lot of self-doubt that this person has. They're afraid of rejection, but again, this person needs to step into their creative power, their willpower here, and co-create. A manifestation is not going to come to fruition without co-creation, without effort, time, energy, action. But again, trust the pauses, the delays, and the detours. Clarify the six. So far, I'm seeing, other than this Page of Cups, that this person is still in their head about taking this action. This is the only action and the Page of Swords of communication, okay, that I see here. It feels like someone is trying to figure out their feelings, balance their energy, balance their emotions before taking control of their mind, taking control of their thoughts before taking this action towards you. It's like this person is doing so good. I don't know what to say. Like I don't know if what I have to offer is enough. But you will know unless you try. Six of Cups. By the way, heavy on the Scorpio. 1, 2, 3, 4 Scorpio cards. This is the Sun in Scorpio, and this is the Scorpio court card. But it could be any of the water signs. They may have it strongly in their chart, or you do. We also have Gemini here as well. Pisces is here. Double two Pisces and Sagittarius. Clarify the Six of Cups for this King of Cups. Yeah, there's a huge call, judgment. Yeah, terrified. Terrified. Focus, I heard. But this is a card of unfinished business, persevering, pushing through, not giving up. This person is not giving up on you. This is unfinished business. Look, this is also an energy of new beginnings, second chances, resurrection, judgment, releasing the past, breaking free from the devil that's keeping this person. There's obsession here as well. The devil that's keeping this person from acting, freeing themselves, making a judgment call, answering the call, making a decision that's healthy for this person, that's in alignment with their path, their destined path, with their soul and their spirit. This is the angels blowing the horn. It's time to rise. It's time for action. It's time to make a decision. Okay. So you can release the past with forgiveness, release judgment, so you can have a new beginning, a fresh start, and a second chance. This is part of this person's growth. Feel the fear and do it anyway. If it scares you just a little, if you feel the butterflies and it scares you just a little, that's the way. Tell me more about, look, change. Terrified of change. This is part of this person's growth. It says growth, metamorphosis. Didn't I say the butterfly? So again, with Pluto going direct, regeneration and cycles. Pluto going direct, this is going to be the time for this person to come out of their cocoon. Look, text message, phone call, communication, DM. This person wants to message you really badly. They're going to miss out on the opportunity completely. This is somebody that ghosted you. But never stopped watching you, is what I heard. Clarify this King of Cups. Spirit with the Six of Cups here in Aquarius' energy. They miss you deeply. Clarify this King of Cups. They have deep feelings for you. Romantic, unfinished business. So apparently this person might be single now. If they weren't before, they're feeling alone, lonely, guarded as AF, and in isolation. Or they're wondering if you're single. They don't know. There could be some speculation, some assuming, okay? But look, unfinished business is what I just said. Because they ghosted. So there was no closure for neither one of you guys. You got your own closure though, because you understand that what people's behavior is not a reflection of your worth. It's what's going on within them. This is not over. Heartbreak, grief, disappointment, betrayal, hurt. Okay, can I have one more on this King of Cups, please, for Aquarius? Crossroads. Yeah. Again, not listening to their higher self, not listening to their intuition. Again, the Ace of Wands is reverse. That's a call to action. Judgment is here. Another call to action for this person from their soul, from their intuition. choice, multiple options, turning point, indecisive. Children could be involved here. Hidden motive, concealed, disguise, and lying, wearing a mask. Not being authentic, honest, or truthful with themselves, suffering. Maybe this person is just used to suffering, and that's all they know. So it's like it's their comfort zone, you know? Crossroads. Okay. Clarify single. But you're doing just fine here on your own. And it's like if this person, anxiety, having a lot of anxiety, stress, depression, this person may suffer from depression, Five of Cups, panic attacks regarding their choices, and restless. So, a lot of trauma in their body as well. It's like this. It's like if this person can't step up, man up, woman up, rise up to meet you, then they're not your match, right? Because you're not a coward. You're brave, you're fearless, you're strong, you're powerful, and you face your fears. You know, you want to evolve, ascend, transform, grow. You've done the work, right? You try your best not to miss out on opportunities that God presents you. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, for your evolution, for your growth, for your ascension. So it's like if you're connected here with somebody that isn't matching that frequency, you need your equal to stand by your side, to be strong by, to be a leader, and somebody here is going to lead with you, you know, side by side. Somebody you can soften into your goddess or God. If I'm talking to a feminine, to soften into your feminine energy of receiving and creation, and have a strong provider, a strong protector in your leader, somebody you can rely on, depend on, and trust with your life, your assets, your empire, your legacy that you're building. And if somebody is terrified of a simple text message or a simple phone call, you got this person, you know, anyway. What does that say? That's what you're being protected from, it looks like. Single, clarify single. This person has work to do on themselves. But change is here. I saw the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Wands. It's important to have empathy and compassion for what this person is experiencing internally, externally, and whatnot. However, I saw the Queen of Wands. It's also important to practice discernment, you know, and strength when it comes to your self-love, your self-worth, and your confidence, okay? There's the balance of both. I have compassion for you and empathy for you. I send you love, light, healing energy, but I'm not going to tolerate any kind of mess in my energy and my life, right? So I let you go with love to go figure out what you need to figure out on your own. So you can grow, ascend, evolve, and heal. Go find yourself, then come find me. Single, clarify single. One more. Soulmate, twin flame, soulmate, safety, shelter, belonging, social media spying. So it's very clear here that this person here sees you as somebody here that, you know, that they feel really comfortable with, safe with, a sense of belonging. They want to seek shelter in your presence, Look, we have twin flame, soul contract, soul connection, past lives. Somebody that feels like home. You are somebody, Six of Cups, that feels familiar, that feels like home to this person. Clarify unfinished business. It's not over. Back and forth. Finances, interesting. Money problems, work, focusing on work. A lot of the Four of Pentacles could be just that. That this person may have a creative block. With the wand, Ace of Wands being reversed, that's your solar plexus being blocked. So no willpower, no self-esteem, no inner peace, no personal power, no self-confidence, no self-worth. Okay? Struggling to accept, to trust your gut feeling. So it's fire. Fire is the solar plexus. There's an imbalance there for this person. Could be also an imbalance in the sacral. Unfinished business. So they need to do solar plexus and sacral chakra meditations, heart meditations as well. Unfinished business. So work could be money. Four of Pentacles is not feeling like they don't have enough, or in lack. Unfinished business here, please. Oh boy. Here we go. They could have been focused on money, work, career. You know, they could be single, okay? They could be single. They may have a house of their own. But we have, here comes the one with the man bun. Charming, manipulative, karmic, and being tested. They're magnetically pulled to you. This person struggles with the difference between lust and love. Alluring lust. It's like this with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. It's like you're super guarded and protected because this person comes in all lustful. It's like you're not going to allow any kind of schmexual type of union with this person unless you see Ace of Pentacles, unless you see some real change, real effort, real consistency, real growth in this person. Alluring, irresistible, flirting, reconciliation, second chance, I miss you, back together, unfinished business. This player has this wanting to ask you out on a date. But it's important here. Their intuition is guiding them to do that. But it's important here that you listen to your intuition. Look, then I say gut feeling, sixth sense, to ask you out on a date. This person could be having some financial difficulties, or could they just, again, be focused on building an empire, focusing on work. Again, ghosted. This person, okay. They put you in a third-party situation. Interference, cheating, competition, mistress, which they regret, wrong choice. Then I say, the lovers, this person regrets the choice that they made, deeply regrets the choice that they make. Again, they ended up reaping what they sowed, okay? Then I say in yesterday's reading, sleeping with the enemy, they ended up attaching themselves to a snake. They went for temptation, for lustful person. Again, the hard time deciphering the difference between love, true love, and lust. For superficial, lustful reasons, this person went off, ghosted you, went off to, they were tempted, lured by the snake away. Okay, this person was a snake to you as well. Okay, shady, deceptive person, ghosted, disappeared, rejected, ignored you, right? Because this person here was super toxic. Addiction, drugs, alcohol, toxic attachment, obsession. So that's why they're so terrified of coming back, because they betrayed you. They did you dirty, filthy, 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 filthy. They did you dirty. They lied. That's why this person wants to come back. It's like maybe this person's karma is, being in love with you and not being able to be with you. They find you irresistible, though. You're extremely magnetic right now and alluring, because self-love and the inner work and detachment makes a person extremely magnetic and extremely attractive. Okay? So you're shining so brightly, and it's like you don't even have to try. It's like so private, keeping to yourself, spending this all this time alone, not even doing much to you're not even flaunting it, because you're in hermit energy, and still you shine so bright. Your light is so bright. Your energy is intoxicating and pulling this person in. Clarify crossroads. I want to know if this player has done any work on themselves, if they've changed, if they learned anything here. If they're coming back solid, stable, reliable. Well, the Five of Cups says somebody learned some kind of lesson. Death card, Hanged Man, seeing something differently. Temperance, if they're in temperance energy, they're moderating the release of, what is it? Release me from temptation. Crossroads for this person. Family, children. Surrender and letting go. New love. Tell me more about crossroads. Ex-lover. Memories, the past, old flame, nostalgia. They could be at a crossroads between the karmic that they're leaving behind and you. Between what their family is saying, what their family wants. They have this secret crush on you that is never goes away. They could be sending you messages through music. This person could be a musician. Change, generational growth. Okay, tell me more about ex-lover. That's my ex-lover. Oh, Lord, look at that. The grass is greener with you. Deserve better. Jealousy, unhappy, better option. This person went off thinking that the grass was greener somewhere else, which we saw. But this is what they're waking up to. That's the regret. That's the shame. That's the guilt. Is that they're seeing that the whole time you were it, you were the one. The whole time. The whole time. That you're the soulmate. This person's waking up to the fact that you're their twin flame, that you're their true love. And seeing the snake for exactly who the snake is in their garden. Holy Moses. Something about them. There's something about them tables, right? They always turn. So if they want to message you, maybe take off their mask, but I would be cautious with this person message to you, because there's a hidden motive here, okay? Lying. It may not be very honest or clear. You're going to have to use your spidey senses, your psychic abilities to read between the lines. Clarify family, children, ancestors, origins. Clarifies family for this person's crossroads. music, and roll the dice. You're being guided through music, it feels like. Snake charmer. Somebody, a snake charmed them, or they charmed someone. Anxiety here, spying, toxic relationship. Tell me about this family with this crossroads. Spiritual awakening, storm warning. Yeah, they could be going through a breakup over there. Walking away, ending, separation, it's over. Again, we started with the single card. So this person is going through enlightenment, epiphany, life lessons, and rebirth regarding whoever they ran off with and chose over you. Tell me, can you clarify this player? They keep their heart and mind and soul keeps coming back to you. Clarify this player. We'll get some messages from them as well. Clarify this player. Oh, good. I was hoping for this card. I was hoping for this card. Look at that. They're healing. So there is hope for the player. A reformed player. Improving, mending, progress, wounds, healing. That's good news. I was hoping for this card. I saw it in my mind's eye. I'm like, I hope that the healing card jumps for this player, because that's why the pause, that's why the delays. This person needs to heal. They need therapy. Maybe if this person has a sex addiction, they need to go handle that. Okay. They need an exorcist. Oh Lord. Look, wow. They could be going through some kind of divorce or justice, karma, fear, afraid, uneasy, suspicion. And they regret. Wrong choice. Wrong choice. They chose the wrong person. Oof. Oof, oof. Mistake, guilt, wrong choice, apology. They regret their entire existence right now. That's what shoved and pushed them straight into this healing. As soon as I saw this Five of Cups and this Lovers, I knew that they regretted the choice that they made. And this is what they're waking up to. That's the spiritual awakening. That the whole time you were the one. What does this King of Cups want to say? I'm fighting for us. So there's potential here, okay, for healing, renewal with the Judgment card. This was always destined to come back around. Okay. There's potential here for again, reconciliation, especially with this healing card. They could be doing work on themselves. You inspire this person, that's why. I'm feeling hopeful. Star card. What does this King of Cups want to say to Aquarius? I'm not giving up on us right here. Nine of Wands, they're not giving up. That's the truth. I'm scared, too many changes. They're terrified. What else does this King of Cups want to say? They're going through this spiritual awakening. That's what this Death card, Hermit, Star, and Hanged Man and Temperance is saying the Lovers energy is what is a catalyst for the spiritual awakening for both of you guys. They are seeing a lot of signs, synchronicities, angel numbers, perhaps, holy experiences, synchronicities, a lot of it. Okay? Being flooded. This person is getting a lot of guidance. The more their crown chakra awakens and activates, which is what's happening in the Hanged Man. Tell me more about what the King of Cups want to say. I want to communicate with you, but it's not time yet. I miss you dearly. Exactly the whole reading. I'm going through a spiritual transformation. I'm restless and anxious. I'm figuring out my feelings. I'm healing. I feel heartache. I'm working on balancing my, look at that. I'm healing past life trauma and past life connection. I'm working on balancing my energy, temperance. They have to come in balanced and stable. Okay? I feel heartache. I'm healing. And it's painful. It hurts like hell when you're healing. But it's like you people tend to not surrender completely to the healing because they tend to numb, escape, avoid, distract. But it's like it feels like this person is really sitting with everything. And hermit energy and healing with the star card with your help, okay? And 5 of Cups here. The universe is somehow forcing them to surrender to it. I'm healing and it's painful. I feel heartache and pain. Because again, once you start to wake up, you start to really see things clearly, and it is painful. Painful. When you go in the dark night of the soul and you go to the ego deck, you start to really see how you sabotaged your life, the choices you made, and you sit in that puddle of self-pity for a while, until you start to change your perspective as to the purpose behind everything. The bigger picture, the reasons and the purpose. Start looking for that and in hermit energy. And then your perspective starts to shift as to, I understand why this had to happen. I had to experience that. I had to do, it was all divinely orchestrated to happen that way for a reason, so that I can dive deeper into the healing, so that I can ascend, evolve, transform, heal the deeper wounds, right? So, I guess only time will tell here in this situation. Okay. Um, you're waking up, huge awakening for this person. And now, seeing that, let me get guidance for you. Seeing that it was you the entire time. The entire time. But they had to go through this player, this player, this manipulative player had to go through this lessons, life lessons, right here, life lessons. They had to gain this experience, this wisdom. They had past life karmic debt to clear. This is your twin flame. Passion ignites. And you had to go through your own stuff. So tell me here, Spirit, the grass was not greener for this person. They were living in a nightmare for however, it's like they had to go through this karmic beatdown over and over and over. This person was very stubborn, hard-headed, okay? And this person had to literally, violently be, placed into this hanged man so that they can see things clearly, so they can wake up. What is the guidance for Aquarius? Freedom. There's nothing stopping you. The path is clear. The path is now clear. It's just a matter of time this person is healing, that they're going to be making their way back to you, okay? Because it's a judgment. It's fated and destined to happen this way. This person is facing judgment for their behavior, the devil. Give thanks for the blessings of love soon to come your way. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. Sacred union. Honor and treasure your relationship, for it is truly sacred. And when this person shows up, just know that deep in your heart, you already know the answers for you to do what feels right to you. And there's a new beginning coming with this person, manifesting miracles. This is a miracle. Some of you guys may never thought that this person would ever grow, ascend, evolve, heal, transform, become a different person. But you know it's possible because you change so much. You know it's possible for a person to wake up and, and love themselves enough to do the actual work, right? You know that it's possible if you are willing and you want to, and you want it bad enough to be a better person. Personal development, self-growth, self-development. And it looks like this person here, maybe at this space in their life that they may want it bad enough. So, all right, my loves. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Beautiful. We're getting somewhere. God bless you. Namaste. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and hyping the video. I appreciate you all so much.